Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole and I started the 30-day hair detox in January of 2021. So the purpose of my videos is to document my progress with my basic hair care routine of cleansing, conditioning, and styling my hair every 5 to 8 days. This is from my previous video, you can see this is a 5-day-old wash and go where one side is frizzy and the other side is still defined. It's still defined. So watch my previous video to figure out how did my hair end up frizzing on one side and not on the other. But for this cleanse, I'm going to cleanse and condition and detangle my hair in the shower. And then for the styling portion this week, I'm going to do something I've never done before for a YouTube video, and a style I've never done. I haven't done since I started the 30-day hair detox in January. I've done twist outs, I've done flat twist updos, I've done wash and goes, but I haven't done a braid out yet. So I'm going to attempt that today using foam only. Make sure I have my foam. Yep. Nope, that's not it. So I have two foams in my hair care. I have the Dew and then I have the Nairobi. So I'm going to do a braid out today with the Dew, and then next time I probably do it with the Nairobi just to see if there's a major difference in the results. So that's not true. I'm not using one product. I'm going to put the Dew on, and then I'm going to, here it is, put the papaya slip on top as my anti-humidity, anti-frizz. So I'm actually going to do a 2-product braid out. Yep, I talked it over with my stylist Tieraney, and she said those products can work well together. So I will see you back here when I'm done doing the cleansing, conditioning, and detangling portion. And then I will come out here so you can see how I style my hair, how I style my edges if I decide to. And then one thing I appreciate about twist outs and braid outs versus wash and goes before I wash my hair is wash and goes I usually have to do earlier in the day to give my roots long enough to dry before I go to sleep, because my hair is high, it's fine, but it's high density. But with braid outs and twist outs, I can do my hair, it's like 5:30 in the evening here. I can do my hair later in the evening, sit under the dryer probably for about 30, maybe 40 minutes, and then go to sleep on my hair and then wake up in the morning and take it down, versus I can't do that with a wash and go. So both styles have their pros and cons. So a wash and go is an earlier in the day style, and twist outs and braid outs for me are a later in the evening style. So here I go. I'll see you when I get back. So this is my hair after cleansing, conditioning, detangling in the shower. I just used a moisture shampoo today and a moisture conditioner because I didn't really do a lot this week to make my hair very dirty. So mainly I was washing product out of my hair. So I'm going to start part of my hair in the back near my ear. And I put my finger where I want the comb to stop. So when I hit my finger, then I know I've kind of met a similar spot. So you can see how it looks in the back. And then I'm gonna part it with my fingers down the middle, the center part of my neck. Clip this. Water. And I'm gonna go in with my, just got hair and stuff on it. It's okay. It's my personal one I use. All right, so I'm going with this and do probably like 1 pump, 1.5 pumps. And I'm gonna saturate this one section like so. And then I'm gonna braid it. See if I can show you. Then I'll just like twist around the very ends, and I'll do the same on this side. Muscle memory is so interesting because I haven't braided my hair in so long, but it's just like riding a bike. Some have asked if I think it's best to do styles like this with foam on damp hair, but my advice is to do it on freshly washed, conditioned, and detangled hair that's free from product buildup. Trying to decide if I should be fancy with this part or not is what I'm thinking about. The answer is yes. So I want to part that in place before I get started to get an idea of where my part is going to be. Go ahead and kind of give a rough guesstimate of what the middle section will be. I'm just kind of winging it, and then I guess I'll make it match. Yeah, saturate it all the way through and through. And I don't want this part to line up exactly with this part. I kind of want to do like a brick, excuse me, a brick pattern. See, saturated means through and through you see the foam. And I'm braiding this one kind of going back because I don't want this part to hang in my face so much starting out, hopefully. Still have the brick lay in mind, so I'm trying to line this part up where it doesn't line up with this one or this one. So I'm just gonna feel my way back here and I'll show you what I come up with when I'm done. Oopsies, phone fell. So I'm trying to do 3 on this section in the back to still keep with that brick lay idea. So one here, one in the center, and then one on the other side. So I've been kind of dreading this because it's been such a long time since I've attempted this style, and especially haven't done it since I started the 30-day hair detox, but it's going really smoothly. I think this is going easier than the twist outs have been. Oh, this section I'm braiding right now, I can feel it. It's so healthy and all the pieces are like so symmetrical up here a lot. I know you saw when I get to the ends, there'll be a lot of short parts and I have to, you know, just twist it together. But this one pretty much braided all the way to the end with all the pieces being the same length. So that's encouraging that one day all my hair will do that. And I almost don't even have to add that much foam to this one because of the previous product on my hands. Okay. Make sure I get all the hair pieces in here. Yep, this piece is doing the same thing. Trying to think this through. I think I'm gonna do one, like a little braid here, just to keep, so I won't have like a part down when I take this braid down later. I'm not gonna just have like a gap here. It'll be all one piece. So as I'm braiding it, I'm thinking of how I want it to look when I take it down. So this was a mixer, so this will be 2 down the center here. So we're gonna do 4 in this section. And I'm using the same technique I do if I were to do a wash and go. I've had y'all ask me, have I tried a wash and go with foam? I need to figure that out. But I have no desire to because I'm afraid it's only gonna last like 3 days. And all the work I'm doing to rake and smooth this hair, it needs to last at least 5 to 8 days. That's the kind of expectation I have right now since I've been doing better. So I could surprise myself. I could do my wash and go with foam, especially because it's winter time now, right? Lower humidity, heat and stuff. And maybe it will last okay and I will like it because it's more voluminous, and I may try that. we'll see. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I might try a lot of different things, because then I'll feel like I'm getting paid to do this. Then it'll be like a job. I'm just saying this for now. I can feel a completely different way about it tomorrow. Yep, see, these pieces aren't, you see that's shorter, that's longer. So these pieces aren't as, this section isn't as even up here as this part down here. This is like where my shelf is, where Tieraney told me that she could bring it down, my stylist. And I can feel how even in braiding it, how it's healthier, and it's all like about the same length. But this part up here, which is a little higher, that I'm still working on growing it out, is not the same consistency I feel as I'm going through my hair. But that's okay, we will get there. That piece is pretty even. And one more section. Okay, so that is that, and I'm still going to use my I Create hold to set my edges a bit before I get under the dryer. And after setting my edges, see, with the I Create hold, now I'm gonna go in with my papaya slip. And I'm just gonna rub it all over my hair, my braids, before I sit under the dryer. Get a little, you know, a nice light anti-humidity, anti-frizz, depending on how you do your braid outs. You might add like all your foam to your hair and then just go through and braid it. You might be quicker than I am, and in that case you could add your papaya slip in when you add all your product to your hair. But I didn't want to be adding foam to a section, add papaya slip to a section, because I only use a lot less papaya slip than I use foam, right? And so I thought it'd be easier and better for the way I'm braiding my hair to put it on at the very end. But let me show you the back of my hair. So you see this 2 here and then 3 here, but I'm trying to do like the brick lane so that it's not just a gap in my hair when I take it down. And so now I'm going to go sit under a hooded hair dryer on high heat for 30 to 40, 45 minutes, depending on what's on TV. I'm probably gonna sip wine in my robe today while I'm drying my hair under the dryer and just prepare myself for a good night's sleep. So I may show you how it looks when I come from under the dryer after 30 to 45 minutes, or you may just see me tomorrow morning when it's dry and when I take my hair down, so you can see the results of my braid out. But either way, I will see you eventually. Hello, welcome to the takedown. So this is the next morning after doing my braid out. You see my edges have sort of survived. They were really shellacked last night, but as you know, or you may not know, when I didn't try very hard, but I couldn't find my headscarf, because if I wanted to maintain my edges shellacation, I would have tied it down with a scarf first and then put on a bonnet or a buff after that, and then that would have helped them not be rubbing around so much at night, but I didn't do it. So considering that, though, you can still kind of see the remnants of, you know, where it was. So they dried really well last night. But anywho, before I get started, my lip color is Hot Mama from the Lip Bar. So, you know, use my code, all caps, ABN10, if you make a purchase from the Lip Bar, and then you get 10% off, and then I can get a little finder's fee, and then we both win. So I'm going to start in the back, taking my hair down. And I did sit under the dryer for about 35 minutes last night, and then went to sleep and just hope that it's dry enough. But it feels dry. So I'm gonna take it all down first. What do I usually do? I'm gonna take it all down first, and then and then try to separate it. Also, my blouse, this is the Aslan blouse from, you know, Adorned by Nicole. So I made it, I love it. There we go. You know, it ties at the neck. It's a little bit loosey-goosey. It's kind of like a dolman is what you call it. And my mom bought me these earrings, so I don't know where she got them from. I have my comb here just in case it's hard to start it with just my fingers. Do y'all think I look like Felicia from Friday? So I like to take it down with my fingers because they're gentler than a comb, and I'm not prematurely like separating or frizzing out my set. So it's a gentler tool. And don't forget, if you have a question about the video, check the description box below first, and then if your question isn't answered there or in the video, it could be intentional. Sometimes I deliberately don't mention things, especially if I think they're something that's not spoken in general with I Am Black Girl Curls, because I try not to give away information that they don't give away for free, because I do know they've worked very hard on their platform and on the See Some Curls and on their educational resources. Them or other Cut It Kinky stylists, right? I try to go with what they say. Or I may not know the answer. That's an option as well. So, ooh, look at her. Look at it. Okay. Encouraging, so that's that rosewood. I'm just gonna do it in order like this. Need my comb. Oh, and I was thinking about the, I don't know what you call it, but y'all know in math, and I don't remember what kind of math, but it's like when you were in school and they say it's a math problem, like, you know, if you have, you know, what is it? It's like if you have 4 oranges and two grapes. And they give you all these like numbers of different variables, and then they say how many different, you know, mixes and matches can you do. So when you make a grid, if it's like 4 this way and 6 this way, then you multiply 6 times 4, and then, you know, you have like potentially 24 different variables. So what's that called? But I'm saying that to say that when I say that sometimes if you ask a question like, oh, this is, you know, what could work for the short part in the back of my hair? Well, let's say this way is for 4 things it could be, and then this way is 5 things it could be. That means it could be 20 different things. So how short is it? You know, what's the condition of your hair? Is your hair trimmed on a regular basis? How are you cleansing, conditioning, and styling? You know, every week, are you keeping up with that very often? How is your technique in general? There's so many different little things it could be. So in the online form and with typing, a lot of things take a larger conversation than what could be had in the comment section of a social media platform. So yeah, I hope y'all can understand that if it can't be answered in like a sentence or two, then it's kind of like you might need to, you know, have a conversation with a stylist in real life or something to be able to get the answers. And you can't show pictures like on YouTube and say this is what I'm talking about type of thing. So just know that I do try my best to answer y'all's questions, but if I'm thinking, and if I do say it's gonna be like 40 things, then just know that it really could be. So if I just say one thing, well, that might not be the thing that you need. You might need a 38th thing out of the 40 things. You get me? So just keep that in mind, please. Like if you're watching this video, right, and you decide you want to try and braid out, and this is just a far-fetched idea, but you don't know how to braid at all, how well do you think your braid out is likely to turn out? You might have to go learn how to braid first and get good at that. Then learn how to braid your own hair, because it's a different, you know, angle braiding your hair versus braiding someone else's hair. And then you might be able to try it. One time a relative of mine, an older relative of mine, was like, I love your eyebrows. I want my eyebrows to be like yours. So what should I tell the lady at the, wherever she gets her eyebrows, what do you call it? Waxed. And I said, oh, no, you're gonna have to learn. I fill these in with a, you know, with a pomade. So if you want to look like this, unless she wants to go get them tattooed on, which she doesn't, you have to, you know, learn how to fill them in with a pencil. So I think that just made her content to like her eyebrows the way they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and start separating some of this back here since I took the whole back down. And I still, just like with the twist out, I try to just feel and gently pull on my hair and separate it where it naturally separates, because that reduces frizz. Yeah, I'll show you more like here. So you see how that's naturally separating at certain sections. So that's where I'm gonna separate it, and then it's less likely to frizz prematurely. Here too, see, separating. Separate where it wants to separate. Yep. Here you go. Just like I'm braiding this one in reverse because it's a smaller braid and it was hard for me to get my fingers to separate the, there we go, the strands. I'm taking this one down in reverse again because it's another closer to the edges, so it's a thinner braid and it's a little hard for me to unbraid it right at the end. Okay, so far so good. I'm digging the braid out, y'all. I'm gonna go in with my fingers and just like do like this to, you know, like the separated sections, as you can see, to kind of try to bring them together. I'm not gonna use a pick. I don't think I need to use a pick to do that. I'm doing it with my fingers better and more gently. If you still see gaps, it's okay. We're gonna be wearing this style for a few days, so it'll settle. But I'm excited with how it's looking so far. I'm pleased, even though this is technically like day 2. I'm gonna count it as my day 1 because it's the day I took my so used to twisting it, took my braids down. So you gotta tell her, you know, we got company and she needs to act right for the company, okay? There we go. Y'all are the company. All right. So there we have it for day 1 with a braid out, and I will do as I do with the twist outs and the wash and goes. I will keep y'all updated every day about how this style is, how I sleep on it, and all that jazz. I need to find a hair scarf though, I think. Yeah, I need to dig one of those up. But thank you for watching. The takedown. There we go. Work on this right here. There we go. The takedown, and as I said, check the description box for information that things you may have questions about already that may have already been answered there. And I will see you on day 2. Hey, welcome to day 2 hair. You don't really need to see the inside per se because it's not like a wash and go, but I still want you to see that my definition starts at the roots. I have not fluffed my hair as far as picking it with a comb. I've just done with my hands. I like the volume of it. And just doing it like this until it gets into shape. What else? Sleeping on it. I just slept as I usually do in a buff. I didn't do anything extra special. I didn't rebraid any parts or anything like that. I just put on my buff and went to sleep, and when I woke up and took it down, I arranged my hair. So this is day 2 on my braid out. I do like it, but I still like my wash and go better. Especially for the amount of time it takes to do braid outs and twist outs versus wash and goes. And as I mentioned before, the one main benefit I see with twist outs and braid outs is that's something that's more of an evening style, because with the wash and go it's better to do it earlier in the morning, dry your hair to 80 or 90% depending on your environment, go about the rest of your day and maybe let the roots do more air drying, and still, if it's still a little damp in there, go back in and maybe hit it with a diffuser or sit under the dryer a little bit more time to make sure it's dry. And then you have all that flexibility and time during the day for your hair to dry, versus if I do a wash and go in the evening, I don't want to be sitting under the dryer for 3 hours, because that's probably how long I would have to sit under the dryer to almost fully dry my hair. Yeah, so twist outs and braid outs are an evening set style, wash and goes morning set style. And because they're quicker, I could get up, let's say I work from home, so I go to work when I want to, but let's say I had to get up for, let's say I do farmers markets and things like that for my bath and body business, lavishcoco.com. And let's say I have to be to the market at 9, but I have to leave at, let's say I backed it up to, I needed to leave my house at like 7, because of knowing with my wash and go routine, if I woke up at 5:30 and like set my hair right away, then I could still have time to sit under the dryer for about 45 minutes to get dressed, and still that same day, go to work early, because wash and goes also, once you get your technique down and get the hang of it, you can gauge, the drying time is the variable, but how long it's going to take you to cleanse, condition, and rake and smooth your hair, and then sit under the dryer, whether you have 30 minutes, 20 minutes, as long as you can, and then go out into the world. So as far as time and for time management, yeah, wash and goes. But I still like to do different styles on my hair and different looks. And as I grow my hair out, I will continue to do mostly wash and goes, and then the occasional braid out or twist out, because I can, and that's my business, as Tabitha Brown says. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on day 3. Hey, welcome to day 3 hair. So we've got a lot more frizz, right? Which is to be expected. And still definition in there. Excuse me, got a little. And shape because of my haircut. But this is what I'm working with today. Still, how did I sleep? And my hair buff, and then, you know, put it on. I like to secure mine with a ponytail holder, and then in the morning take it off, and I do my hair kind of like this, and then I wait a few minutes because my hair, after it's been smushed down, it just kind of like, it kind of grows. I call it, how I describe it, into place. And then after I give it a few minutes to do that, then I go in and try to do more of this zhuzhing and shaping it into place. My part's really good this week though. I don't know what happened right here. There we go. Yep. Does it seem to you like this side is frizzing more than this side? I don't know. And then if my hair is not coming down quite like I like, I go in and take it a little bit of section by section, and then can do it like this. And then it has a little bit better layage. Do that here too. That's better. Yeah, so that's my day 3 hair, and we will just see how many days I can stand it before it goes into a fro. Right now, that was a lint. Did y'all see that? Right now I'm imagining, hold on, I ate some fudge. I think I have some pecans in my teeth. I'm imagining that this set will last probably to day 5, and then I will want to reset it. Let me see, today is day 3, right? Maybe day 6. Maybe I'll reset it on day 5 or day 6. That's what it's looking like, feeling like. So it's a lot frizzier than if I'd have a wash and go, but still shape, and it looks like I put effort into having a hairstyle. I'll see you on day 4. Hey y'all, I'm calling it quits on this set. So let me show you what she's doing before I reset her. And next wash hour will be back to a wash and go. So plenty of frizz, not as much definition, and I'm ready for a new set. So thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting about what you like about the video. And yeah, it'll be another week, another wash hour on the next episode, and I'm excited to be trying some new things. So stay tuned to next week's video to see what new things I may be trying and how they turn out. Have a great day.